The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it and back at it again. Happy fall to you and yours. And make sure, my pumpkins are already rotting. I went out and I got these pumpkins a few weeks ago at the this patch right around the corner from us, and they were really healthy. And we put them out on the front porch, and already, so they have some soft spots on
They're
them.
not carved?
No.
They're just raw pumpkins?
Yeah, they're just nice, solid pumpkins, and we got some of those weird, perverted gourds that look like they have disease.
They do look like skin tags going out of control, let's be honest.
A lot of bumps.
Yeah.
It's like, look at that thing.
And they have the other ones that are non-pumpkins. They're just, fancy looking gourds.
The ones look like my dog with lumps all over as she gets older.
And my wife wanted some of the white ones. I call them the perverted albino ones.
Did you plant pumpkins or squash or something
a couple years back, and they just overran the yard. And I said, well, we can't do this again.
Take the rotting pumpkins, chuck them into the back by the shed, Tom. Back by the shed. There's nothing going on back there. And you'll have pumpkins next year, right?
Yep. Sounds great.
Yeah, sometimes if they grow. So other than that, we're just enjoying the fall look in the house, changing things around, making it look fallish.
Well, if you're there long enough, you were working a lot with your gigs and stuff. If you're there long enough to see it.
Yeah, I know, really. Well, things will calm down here sooner or later. Neal Carr's here with us right now. He's the Vice President of Prime Heating and Air. How are you, Neal?
Doing well, guys. Good to see you again.
Good, and this is kind of your season. Hot seasons and really cold seasons.
Yeah, we love both of those.
You love the extremes,
Absolutely.
Right? If everything was normal,
I don't like mild.
Reason,
that's right.
So wait a minute. So let's just summarize. You like it when people suffer. Is this what you just said, Neal?
Well, no, because that's what we step in and we prevent that from happening.
Okay, all right.
Exactly.
Right.
They have a whole myriad of different products and things like that, right?
Absolutely.
So, obviously, people have been talking about how, government rules, regulations, and all that play into what kind of HVAC we can have in the new homes and current homes. What's National Grid do to help supplement these changes and things?
Yeah. So right now on the forced air furnace side, they've got some really good rebates going for installs between October 1st and the middle of December.
Why do they do that?
Just to incentivize people to upgrade their equipment from less efficient equipment to higher efficient equipment. They help them out with rebates. It's just an incentive to do so. So right now, the next month and a half or so, 2 months, on a forced air furnace, you can get up to $1,000 rebate on new furnace. So
that means if something costs you $2,000, and I'm not great with numbers,
you'll net out at $1,000.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty good.
I'm just going to watch Tom do math.
Yeah,
but how long does it take for you to
shoes off? Did you see that?
How long would it take to get that money into your hands?
It's usually a few weeks. Yeah.
Oh, really? It's not a few years.
No. They're right on top of that, which is great. So they revamped their whole rebate system the beginning of the year, and so it's been good. But so I would say if your furnace is 15 years or older and you've been thinking about it, now is the best time to do it with these rebates out there.
Wow.
You can upgrade your equipment, and then at the same time, not only are you getting the rebate, but you're getting all new warranties. And with the equipment we're putting in, you've got some really good warranties. You got 10-year parts. You've got a 10-year labor warranty that we can provide through the manufacturer too. So it's one of the best warranties out there in the market.
Is a new furnace, I know the question is it more efficient? Of course it is, but how much more? So if I spend, $5,000 on a furnace, I don't know how much a furnace. How long am I going to save? $80 a month or $50 a month? Or
so the percent, the efficiency percentage, an easy way to look at it is, if we say your furnace is 95% or 96% efficient, so for every dollar of gas you're paying for, you're getting 95 or 96 cents worth of heat out of it. So, a mid-efficiency furnace is like an 80% furnace. So if you've got a mid-efficiency furnace right now, for every dollar you're spending, you're only getting 80 cents worth of heat out. So you're going to increase your efficiency. You're going to increase the amount of heat that you're getting.
So if I can say 15%, that's a lot of money.
Sure. Yeah. And especially at these times, as they just released that they're raising their rates on gas and electric and everything.
So just to be clear, they have rebates if you get a furnace, but in an unrelated, totally different topic,
so
the rates are going up.
So you may net out even on your bill, but it won't go up if you know what I mean, if you're putting in the higher efficient equipment. You might be able to stay.
How long does it take if someone says, it's time I should get a furnace? Is that a few day project?
That's a 1 day project typically for a straight furnace. We in and out 1 day. It's not very intrusive.
That's if you don't have to change the ductwork or anything.
Yeah, if we were just pulling out the old furnace, putting the new one in, maybe running some new venting, we typically get that done in a day. So it's not a super inconvenience for you. We're in and out. We try to keep the space clean up after ourselves, all that.
Do you ever have to mention to people about their insulation and their windows and stuff?
You bring it up. I mean, it's not something that we're going to be able to remedy, but you try to ask them how well things are insulated. That helps you kind of gauge sizing and that kind of thing, and set expectations too at the same time of how well things are going to heat. If it's a really drafty house,
right?
Or your furnace is just going to be running longer, more often because it's not able to hold the heat in. But I mean, that's all part of kind of a whole house conversation.
Is there anybody old enough in this conversation that remembers when we would buy the plastic?
Oh yeah, I did that. Put it on the windows.
And it had two-phase taping. You'd put it all the way down.
Use the hair dryer to
and then you trim it out. And then the best part was you did the hair dryer and it took all the
wrinkles out of
it. And then you had that really proud feeling.
Yep. Sure.
But that actually worked.
Sure it helped,
they're old. Absolutely. We had old sash windows at the old house, the first place we lived, and the sashes were always broken.
Yeah, it would help.
And it seemed to really.
I wrap my body in that every spring. Yeah.
All right, Tom, what'd you do at home? That's your thing. But I mean, it's definitely worth looking into. Like I said, especially if you got a 15-year-old or older furnace with the labor warranty. I mean, you wouldn't have any out-of-pocket expenses for 10 years. That's covering the parts and the labor. So, a 10-year kind of maintenance for, it doesn't include the regular maintenance on it, but it takes a lot of that stress off you. I know for at least 10 years, if anything goes wrong, it's covered. And you're getting the great rebate back.
So people love your brother. Is it his charisma? What exactly is it about?
I think it's his charming personality. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just mess with him.
Absolutely.
He is a no-nonsense, very deliberate, straight, speaking guy.
Yeah.
But boy, he knows his stuff though, right?
Yeah. I hear that all the time. I mean, he's been doing it for almost 30 years now, so he should.
Oh my goodness.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting old too.
Yeah.
But he's been he's seen just about everything, and he's the type of guy if something's going on, he's going to stay on it until he can get it figured out, So. Does a really good job. Kind of just setting expectations and stuff like that. So,
did you go to the Parade of Homes this year?
We didn't. No, didn't make it over there this year.
So you didn't see some of the new modern.
I didn't get out there. No. I mean, obviously, I've kind of keep my thumb on the pulse with the market out there, but. Yeah, I mean, heat pumps, whole house heat pumps, they're still good. Having that furnace backup's always a good thing too. There's a lot of good products out there. Whatever you're interested in, just give us a call. We can help you out.
Hot water tanks,
tankless,
getting that,
all that stuff.
You gotta wait till it breaks and leaks all over your floors. Isn't that the normal thing people do?
You want to be a little preemptive on that.
And I think you mentioned one of the earlier shows, like 10 years. Right, it's time for a new one, or you said a number.
Yeah, 10, 12 years, you should be thinking about it for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
At 20, you're on borrowed time.
Yeah, you got a ticking time bomb there for sure. Absolutely.
All right. Well, look, let's get in touch with Prime Heating or PrimeHeatAndAir.com. So it's PrimeHeatAndAir.com. Check out their website. You can see a picture of all the brothers, and they will take care of you. 802-4287, 802-4287. That's Neal Carr right there. Thank you, Neal. Have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, guys. Stay warm out there.
All right.